Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the Lorraine 15551, the Tier 8 French SPG. This one's located on the south spawn of Pilsen, and it's under the command of Fort Hugh 2. Yes, it's one of my replays, but I'm actually in the live stream of Zoe Balls, and I'm playing against her. She's actually on the enemy team in the M40, M43. In fact, there are several members of the enemy team in that team. And when you can see that instead of going to the usual position, I've taken a position away from there because I'm expecting that Zoe's going to try and counter battery me, try and work out where I am. But of course, I'm not going to be in the usual spots. I'm going to be away from that. Now, you might see some familiar names in the teams. First shot miss, but I'm going to relocate just in case Zoe was looking in this direction. D-Tronics is in this game. He's in the SE130PM. So look for him, he's on my team, and you can see he's actually at the moment, I think, on the east side of the battlefield. I'm looking for a target. Hawk 12 behind that wall, no shot. I see a Lynx 6x6 going into the factory area. There he is, lining him up, rounds out, and yeah, that hit him right on his side, set light to him. And he gets taken out by our Lynx 6i6, but the Hawk gets that guy and then drives straight through the doors out into cover. So I did get some damage, and a nice bit of damage as well, but unfortunately lost one of my teammates. And I haven't moved position, but there's been no counter battery from Zoe yet. Just stunned the Hawk 12 there. And I'm going to move bushes, and this is a good position for swapping bushes, because you just swap from one to the other between shots, and the reload time is fairly good as well. 23.56 seconds with a 155mm round, which you're capable of doing 750 alpha and penetrating 45mm of armor. I can see the E75 move up, and I fire a round through which splash damages both tanks and stuns them both. Now they're probably wondering how the hell an Arty managed to hit them when they're hiding behind the walls. Okay, new bush. There's that T95 again. Can I get a shot in there? Probably. Lined up. But can I get a shot in? I'll try. Yeah, right on his tail. 258. He's not going to be a happy bunny with that. And I'm changing position again. Now, we were all talking on TeamSpeak at the time, and it was getting quite heated during the... Well, not heated, but, you know, obviously everybody was laughing and joking and wondering what was going to happen next. That T95's managed to pull back. I think he realised that the gap there was the cause of his problems. And I don't think that did any damage at all. So I'm changing position. Again, if Zoe was looking for the tracer, she'd be firing on an empty spot if she did spot the tracer at all, and I doubt if she would, because if she's looking anywhere, it'll be in grid square K1 and I'm not there. She might hear the whistle of a shell coming out from my gun, and for a brief moment there I could see the 257 and the E50 close up, which shows that there was a route in. Oh, we got the T54E1. Now I'm trying to get a solution on him. Is he going to go through that gap? He might. Lining him up. And he changes course, so I can't get a shot on him there. I thought for a second he might go into the factory area, and he didn't. Okay, we've got a target over on the coal pits. It's a Hawk 12. It's the same Hawk 12 who took out the Lynx 6x6 on our team. He stops for a moment, starts backing up. I'm dialing in, trying to get a close reticule. I fire in, near miss, 51. I'm going to hold my position and hold waiting in that direction, but then I see another target. It's an SU-101, and I'm not sure, is that one of our teammates? One of the enemy? It's Vulture 2017, so no, it's not. But he's sitting the other side of the pipes. He can't see the T-54 first one, but he knows he's there, and I'm just going to keep unloading on this guy, and I'm marking him, saying the T-54, I'm attacking that enemy, which the T-54 is probably quite happy about, because it means more damage. He's getting the spotting. At least I think he is. And the SU-101 is taking shots. Rounds out on him again. He pulls back just in time, but he still takes 239 hit points a splash. He's not a one shot for the T54 Mod 1 yet, but one more round and he'll probably be pliable. I'd say definitely a one shot, and he's gone anyway. Somebody else managed to get a shot into him. It was D-Tronics with the SE-130 got a shot into him. Okay, we've got an E-75 now. In fact, we've got 3 tanks in that area. The T-95's there as well. That was a bad shot, that one. Hit that mound of rubble ahead of the E-75, and he's firing at our T-30. And the T-30 is also facing the T-54E1 and a T-95. I'm still marking the E-75. I'm going to go for him with the next round. I haven't moved position because Zoe hasn't attempted to counter-battery me. And that shell goes long and lands well behind the E-75, so I was very unlucky with the RNG on that one. I'm not trying to counter-battery Zoe for a very good reason, actually, in this. I was more concerned about her teammates at the moment than Zoe. Not that I don't think Zoe can counter-battery. She can. She's very good at counter-battery. And that shot definitely hit the E-75. No doubt about that. Blind hit. Yes, he's stunned. And he's lost virtually all of his hit points. He's only down to 20 now. And there's the T-54E1. No, Zoe can counter-battery with the best of them, but at the moment in this game I was more concerned about making sure these enemy heavies went down. And another bad shot, it went to the left. So I've missed the E-75. Will I get another chance? I'm hoping that either the T-30 gets him. And there's the T-95. And I think this spells bad news for our T-30. And I fire around at the T-54E1 just as our T-30 gets wiped out by him. So I get revenge instantaneously for the T-30 dying. And our T-95, the enemy T-95 has been set alight by our Leopard prototype. And that's... oh, he's gone. He's burned up. That's an arsonist. Right, the team seems to be doing rather well in the northeast corner. We're doing well until, unfortunately, they come across this Panzer 58 and this Progetto. I can see the Progetto turning round, fire around in ahead of his path. It hit him. He definitely felt that one. And Progetto's got thin skins, so that probably did a lot of damage to him. Over on our side of the battlefield, we've got a Borsig. And you can see D-Tronics and the SE-130PM moving up near the coal heap. I'm still looking over onto the northeast corner. Trying to get a shot on that Panzer 58. Can't see him. Looking for a position. Found a shot on the Borsig. Dialing in. Okay, will I be able to get a shot in time? Rounds out. No. All it did was stun him. I didn't dial in quickly enough, and now we've lost... well, in fact, actually, the Leopard prototype killed the E-75, so that was a good thing. But I lost the chance to kill the Borsig, and you can just see in the left-hand side of the screen, there's the SE-130PM of D-Tronics, and he's moving up, and he's going towards the hill where we think Zoe is. We think she's up in grid squares A1 or A2, and D-Tronics is headed up there to try and find her. Now, I aim ahead of his track, and I'm loaded, ready to go, but... suddenly a Panzer 58 comes into view, and I realise that he's going to have shots on D-Tronics as he goes up the hill, and unfortunately a Progetto kills him. So now I've got to try and do some damage to that 58. I fire around in, it goes over the top of him, which is not good. And now we've got the Borsig in the factory. Our Leopard prototype's pulling back, he's under fire. The 2 tank destroyers are still in the northeast corner, but the guys they were opposing have actually moved. They're over this side of the map. And there goes the Leopard prototype, and I've got no shots, so I realise they're headed south. And in fact, they can see on the minimap they are headed directly towards me. So I motor out of here. Now, this little Arty is based on the Lorraine 40-ton tank, so it's very fast indeed. And that means I can quickly get out of this area. I'm motoring around the obstacles and trying to get behind the trees as quickly as I can, because they're going to act as cover as I move around. And I'm not going to stay over here in the bushes, although some people might be tempted to do so. That's a very bad call. The enemy's probably going to head to the cap, and if they do, I want to be as far away from the cap as possible, but I want to be close enough that I can actually get shots on it and let my teammates in the tank destroyers spot for me. Well, the charioteer is the one who's going to be doing the spotting. In the meantime, we've got our Borsig over here in the coal pits. You can see me proceeding through the coal pits. I didn't expect that Zoe would know where I was, so I was quite happy to maneuver my way amongst this lot without fear of being taken out. And for a moment I thought, should I actually go towards Zoe and take her out? No, I thought better of doing that. I need to support my teammates. So what I'm going to do is go around this corner here where this bit of land obscures me from view. So just in case Zoe was mobile, I did manage to spot me, she would have difficulty. So into the aim. Panzer 58 just in sight. Lined him up, rounds out. And I managed to get 242 hit points off him, make him a one shot. Now I can't see in the cap, but that Panzer 58's actually been killed. I can't see the enemy in the cap. I'm guessing that he's there. We just lost the charioteer. The Progetto killed him. There's the Progetto. Lined up a shot. I fired the round in, hoping he would go nearby, but unfortunately he turned at the last moment, gets stunned, used his repair kit. There's the Borsig. And there goes the Progetto, killed by our Borsig, and I'm now going to try and get a shot directly on the Borsig. I indicate him for my teammate to say that's what I'm going for next. Line up the shot, he gets tracked. Rounds out. Direct hit for 350, which technically is a non-penetrating shot. And there goes the Borsig, killed by our Borsig. And that moment I knew that we had it, but I was a bit uncertain. Which way should I go? Well, I know you're maybe looking at this and saying, what is he up to? Well, I thought there's two ways I could deal with this. Firstly, I wanted to check the northeast corner just in case Zoe had gone that way and repositioned herself. And the best way to do that would be to actually go around that corner. And so I decided to go up and be thorough. Clear out all the corners before you actually go where you want to go, where you need to go, which of course is the cap. We've only got 2 minutes 24 seconds left on the clock. So if I'm going to cap, I'm going to have to cap soon. She's not behind me. She's not in the corner. Okay, now if she's in the bushes, right in the centre, she's going to spot me as I come around this corner here. And if Sixth Sense goes off, then I know where she is. Sixth Sense hasn't gone off. So she's not in this area. And there's the 2-minute warning, which means I need to get to the cap pretty quick. So I choose the bank of the pool, the lake, and I'm headed straight for the cap. But I'm not going to park in the usual spot behind the cap. Nope, because that would be just too obvious. And initially, I decide to park over in this corner. Back up. And then think to myself, well, if Zoe's over in that corner, she's going to spot me if she comes out of the bushes. She's got enough view range. So what I do instead is park myself in this spot, which is near the other spot, near where the enemy might aim. But it's actually hidden from Zoe's view. Now, if Zoe parks or fires a shell behind the Hetzer hulls there, which is where somebody should cap, in cover, and that's exactly where Zoe fired, and of course she got it wrong because I'm actually ahead of it. So the shell must have zipped over my head into the rubble, and the Borsig's going to go and look. I'm going to go into the aim the moment she's spotted. There she is. Okay, go to the aim mode. There's Zoe. Line her up, rounds out, direct hit, 292, didn't kill her, and the Borsig is going to do the coup de grace, and that wins the game. And this is probably the first time where actually I've won where I've actually hit Zoe and didn't die, because normally she kills me in these games. I I know. Well, here's the end of battle results. And on this account, on the Lorraine 15551, I got my first ace tanker in this vehicle. You can tell that from the scrolls underneath the M. I also got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. I got 20 in total. I got a Gore's medal for doing more damage than 8 times the hit points of my own vehicle. A high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And I also got a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else in my team. You can see, you have to scroll the page in order to see them all. And win 8 for that one was 4,881. So let's have a look at team score. 3,948 hit points of damage. Yes, I did get the high caliber on that one. The next high scorer was the T95 on the enemy team with 3,724. And after that, it was their Progetto with 3,636. In fact, Zoe said afterwards she couldn't understand how these guys could get it so wrong and throw it all away. Exactly. Well, the Progetto should have won that game, but he didn't. He threw it all away. This guy had 4 kills, but he still mucked it up. And the reason he mucked it up really is it's the number of kills. The Borsig on our team got 4 kills, and he was the guy who took out that Progetto with 4 kills, top scorers. The Leopard prototype managed 3, so did the C54E1. And the Charioteer managed 2. I only got the 1 kill in that game, and Zoe Balls also got a kill during that game. And if you see D-Tronics, he also got a kill during the game. 966 hit points, but of course he went up that hill looking for Zoe, and somebody was watching as he did, and he took him out. But at least I got revenge in return anyway. Sort of. When it comes to base XP, yes, I was top on that one. 1,098 out of that one. 1,071 for the Borsig, and the next high score after that was Leopard Prototype, who did incredibly well as well with 3 kills. I fired 21 rounds in that game, got 8 direct hits, 1 penetration, 19 splash. Damage of 3,948 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 10 of the enemy, killed 1, and did 523 hit points of stun assist off 19 stuns, and got 79 capture points while I was in the cap. On a premium count I earned 47,327 credits, and after a resupply of ammunition took away 28,287 credits. 7 bonds for the battle, and 1,647 XP, 9,882 for completing the mission and events, and took away 11,529 experience points altogether. So sadly, Zoe didn't get to counter battery me on this occasion, but that won't stop her because she will get me again in the future. She's very good at doing it. She knows exactly how to find somebody and then kill them. If she can't see them, she can look for the tracer and she can take them out. On this battle, I was sneaky. I didn't park where she was expecting me to park, and as a consequence, she couldn't work out where I was. But she did the next best thing. She actually went after our teammates, and as a result, she did actually get some serious damage in the game, and she took out one of my teammates. So well done to Zoe. Just unfortunate on this occasion, we were in live stream together, and so she could probably hear from my squeals that I was actually doing rather well. And yes, it's one of those games, I'm afraid, but I'm sure Zoe will supply a game sometime in the future where I get wiped out by her in another Arty. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and do pop around to the live streams. They're on Twitch TV. Give Zoe Balls a follow, and D-Tronics. They're on. D-Tronics is on every weekday evening, and Zoe's on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, or is it Fridays and Saturdays? I can never remember her schedule completely, but just pop around, say hello. You can join in the live stream if you have access to TeamSpeak. And so if you actually do get into the game as well on a countdown, then you can have a lot of fun, because you can have a chance to try and kill me and Zoe and just about everyone else that you know from What Are Noobs. So thanks very much for watching this video.